The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has explained why it visited the residence of former PlusTvAfrica housemates, another one, Dorathy. In a statement released by the Financial Crimes Commission, its operatives from the Lagos command of the commission, acting on verified intelligence, visited the premises where Dorathy's apartment is located. And I quote, "The commission can confirm that operatives from the Lagos command of the commission, acting on verified intelligence, executed a search warrant. According to the commission, they were refused entry into Dorathy's apartment despite introducing themselves. It is important to reiterate that 9 alleged internet fraudsters were suspects apprehended in the block of flats housing Miss Bachelor's apartment," it concluded. So are they saying that they found the thieves in her house?
No, not in the house,
No,
in
no,
the premises.
So
the other blocks of flats there.
Flats.
Like
It's an apartment building, right?
So was she there or was she not there? Because
She
it
wasn't
specifically said,
They are saying she wasn't there.
and she is saying that she was there.
And the other people that were, eyewitnesses said she came out half naked, and they are saying it's an intentional story that they're making up just to make the, commission look bad. But
Make the commission look bad. So that, no, who's making up the story now?
Dorathy and her friends.
People. Yeah. That's not people.
Because they are saying Dorathy was not around, it was a sister that was there.
Okay, now let's even put it this way. Okay, she was around. These guys came to your house with a search warrant, right? They knocked your door. They were outside. They didn't just bust into your house.
They identified themselves.
They identified themselves.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. They are not even going to
Allegedly.
say they didn't. And knowing this country, that you know how they'll do. Open this
Where
door.
have they ever knocked?
They always.
Where have they ever knocked? Even hotels where they know that people are paying to sleep in that house, they still barge in.
Okay, let's just get back to it. Okay, so these guys came around. They allegedly knocked the door, and they didn't break down the door. And
they eventually did.
Well, we're here we have a search warrant. We need to search. Look, you should be authorities in Nigeria. Don't get too confrontational with them. It's either
don't even get confrontational with them.
Just like, what do you want? You want to search. If your hands are clean, let them search. Just do your search and go. Don't try to. You don't have. I know what I'm saying. Like, just let them do it.
They will still do it regardless.
Do you understand? Like, do
whether
your search
you fight or
and go.
Fight, yeah.
Like, I don't say, hey, you don't have any rights. Here's my warrant. Like, I'm coming from the higher authorities. I'm telling you that like, I've been picked up in my studio because for questioning at the police station because some Gmail boys came to my studio to work, and they got information like some boys were here. Some days I said yes. They were like, please, we need you at the station. I didn't even object. I didn't say, am I the one you are looking? Let's go. Question about, oh, are you okay? Yeah, I own the studio, blah, blah, blah. And that was it, and they let me go. I didn't have to put up the whole, what do you say, oh, they're unlawfully, blah, 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 and now she comes up with this.
You see, this matter.
I came out half naked. Okay, like, you could have gotten, why didn't you get dressed? Did they bust against your room? Why didn't you wear clothes?
But it also makes sense.
Or did they strip you naked? Why didn't you just get dressed? People around. Oh, what's all this rubbish? Let me get dressed. She came out.
I feel like naked. This conversation is sounding like, when we talk about rape, and then say, what were you wearing? If you like, talk calm. If you like, shout. The day it's time for you to eat breakfast, my sweetheart, you will eat that breakfast. And if you think that the best advice to a body, to a government, to a people is to be humble and allow them to do whatever they are doing, it's not. It's
then why do they search for fraudsters at night? Do you understand?
That's why fraudsters used to roam around now.
No, like why do they
armed robbers? Do the
because it's see, look, the funny thing is, if you come to my house and you start knocking at some weird hours and you're telling me you're EFCC, I probably won't open the door.
Well, true.
Do you get what I mean?
This was at 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
You can't be telling me by 3 a.m. you're EFCC. I've been at home the whole day. Now, why didn't you people come at that time? Do you understand? Like, why didn't you come when every other person can see you and see your actions? Why do they do it in the middle of the... Even FBI said, look at the time they bust Hush Puppy and gang too in Dubai.
I guess it's maybe less action happening for civilians.
And then you can, in case there's a shootout, less people die, and it's harder for you to escape.
Yeah, I think, honestly speaking, when I read Dorothy's story at first, I didn't necessarily see anything wrong with the EFCC, what EFCC did. I mean, it is traumatic, but it happens, right? It's unfortunate. There's a name for it, casualty. You're a casualty to the greater good. They shall have to catch the thieves that are doing what they're doing, and this thing takes a while before you can get that person, and you just unfortunately had to be in the place where those guys were, but you have to do what you have to do. Brianna Taylor, the girl that we were screaming about last year, I mean, that was extreme, and it caused her death. But that's what happened. She was in the same building, and then they barged into the wrong apartment and started shooting. Unfortunate, but it happens. What I'm trying to say is that it's not out of place for EFCC to get into your house forcefully if they need to, because one, you can't be holding those people in your house. They're holding somewhere because they're in that block and they cannot see them inside. So they are being hoarded by someone or people, even if it's not by choice. You don't know, maybe those guys got into that place, they were held a hostage or something. You know what I'm trying to say? So when I read it, I was like, yeah, I know that's unfortunate. Your mom I can imagine my mom being there, will be frightening as well, and but I don't think it was out of place.
I remember the artist that came last week that NDLEA went to their apartment, right, and they arrested. What's this guy's name? Kidda Kurtz was also in the same apartment, but his mom was there. His 1-year-old son was there. So imagine that type of situation where, you know, they just get violent with the door. Imagine the kid behind the door. So I think there are better ways of doing it, Cha. I don't think it is come and knock by 3 a.m. If you're going to barge into the house, create some form of surveillance, know exactly what you're doing. But see, stories will come out from all of this now because they didn't also go about it the right. Are they trying to do a very good thing? Yes. But is the process wrong? I think the process is terrible.
It's what it is. Miles, do you have any other conclusions?
Yes, the other conclusion is like, okay, so if you call, which I'm sure you will say, they never come. If you call the police like 3 a.m. and you're expecting them to be there, like you want them to come around, like come and handle the situation, are you going to say, no, it's late, you people don't worry, the robbers,
no, it doesn't even add up.
We can,
but here's the point.
We'll do it some other time, don't worry, God, don't worry, you just stay. They are still here, but we'll do it some other time. Like, they have to get the job done. They got information, they have to come, let them do their job. Do you understand?
Are you telling me they got the information that night? These people planned it. It was a plan. They know.
No, the way it was described, it's like the the 9 suspects ran. They're already doing their search. They are chasing rather. The 9 suspects entered that estate, and now they were now looking through the estates to find out what was going on. It's not a pretty story. They're not here to come and give out gifts. They're chasing a thief. Like there must be some kind of tension. Although I do think that there needs to be some kind of compensation for that. If those people had the right attitude, this is where the right attitude for me comes in. How you respond to that? Like, oh, I'm really sorry about this thing. We'll compensate you for what's it called? Whatever. There should be some kind of compensation for that.
You're sorry, dude.
At least they should even say sorry. This one, they're not even saying sorry. They're not saying he lied, she lied, and they lied.
She said.
I don't think Dorathy would lie though about that. I really don't think so. Wow. Because the mother and the sister will now be involved. And what's the point? What do they gain from making EFCC look bad? Does Dorathy and EFCC dragging each other before?
It's we against the government. Like that's what.
It's we against authority.
Guys, come on, think about it. Why?
Because it is what it is.
It's what it is, okay?
If there's anybody that let's analyze
I don't say
there's anybody that needs to be lying here.
But I just feel like I can be really offended, especially when you didn't find anything. There was nothing. You barged into my house. I can be really offended for invasion of privacy, and I can say, man, see when they came safe, I will be at detail. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'll talk about.
I think if there's anybody that needs to lie about this story, it's the government, it's the EFCC body here, in my opinion. I don't think her family members and her would lie about that. Anyway, Sha. And also, you're saying that she had nothing to do with this. You're also picking up the calls, because if you're following Dorathy's Twitter, she's exposing every moment of it, and the conversations that they're having is very different. Anyway, EFCC, please just gather your life together.